You wake up. Another day begins. But before you even take your first sip of coffee, something, or someone, throws you off balance. A rude comment. A difficult coworker. A problem you didn't see coming. And just like that, your peace is gone. Your energy drained. Your mind consumed by things outside of your control. Sound familiar? The truth is, toxic people, unexpected challenges, and negativity will always exist. You can't change that. But what you can change is how you respond. Imagine going through life completely unshaken, where no insult, no obstacle, no moment of chaos has the power to break your focus, steal your peace, or control your emotions. This isn't fantasy. This is Stoicism. For centuries, Stoic philosophy has taught warriors, emperors, and leaders how to navigate life with clarity, strength, and resilience. And today you're going to learn 12 Stoic principles that will help you do the same. You'll discover how to master self-awareness so no one else controls your emotions. Forgive but never forget so past betrayals don't shape your future. Build emotional stability so you remain calm in any storm. Set boundaries so you no longer waste energy on the wrong people. Protect your mental energy so distractions don't pull you away from what matters. Stay focused on your goals no matter who doubts you. Seek the right support without mistaking noise for wisdom. Silence negative self-talk so your mind becomes your greatest ally. Avoid pointless arguments because your peace is worth more than proving a point. Observe people's patterns so you stop being disappointed by empty words. Practice strategic patience so you never act out of impulse. And finally, embrace Amor, Fati, the Stoic mindset that transforms every challenge into an opportunity. By the end of this, you won't just think differently. You'll live differently. Let's begin. 1. Self-awareness. You wake up, grab a cup of coffee and step outside. The air is crisp. Then, out of nowhere, someone throws a rude comment your way. Maybe it's a stranger online, a colleague at work, or even someone you thought was a friend. It stings. It lingers. Like a stain on your shirt that won't wash out. You replay it in your head, letting it shape your mood, your confidence, your entire day. But here's the truth. That comment, that negativity, it's not about you. It's a reflection of them, their struggles, their frustrations, their own internal chaos spilling out into the world. Marcus Aurelius once said, "When someone criticizes you, go inside their soul. See what kind of person they are. You'll realize their opinion means nothing." That's the essence of self-awareness, the ability to step back and observe rather than absorb. Think of life like a fencing match. A skilled fencer doesn't block every attack. He doesn't waste his energy countering every strike. He sidesteps, letting the blow miss its mark entirely. This is how you should treat negativity. You don't have to engage with it. You don't have to absorb it. Just let it pass. Next time someone throws negativity at you, pause. Ask yourself, why does this bother me? Am I reacting or responding? The answer will show you something deeper. It will reveal where you are still vulnerable, where your emotions still control you rather than the other way around. And that's an opportunity, a challenge to strengthen yourself. Self-awareness isn't about ignoring negativity. It's about recognizing it for what it is and refusing to let it own you. You are not a punching bag for someone else's frustration. You are a fortress built on clarity, strength, and control. And a fortress doesn't flinch when the wind howls. So, next time someone lashes out, don't block. Don't attack. Just step aside. Let them waste their energy while you walk forward, untouched, unbothered, unshaken. Because the strongest warrior is not the one who fights every battle, but the one who chooses which battles are even worth fighting. 2. Forgiveness and memory. You're walking down the street, lost in thought, when suddenly, someone from your past crosses your mind. Maybe it's a person who wronged you, a betrayal, a harsh word, a wound that never quite healed. You feel it again like it just happened yesterday. The weight of resentment, the sting of disappointment. But here's the truth, holding on to that pain doesn't punish them. It only punishes you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike the one who caused you harm." That's the power of forgiveness, not for them but for you. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of the past. Carrying resentment is like holding onto a hot coal, expecting it to burn someone else. But it only burns you. Forgiveness is the act of putting that coal down, of choosing to move forward without carrying the weight of someone else's mistakes. But does forgiveness mean forgetting? No. The Stoics never preached blind forgiveness. They understood that memory is a tool, a guide, a way to ensure we don't repeat the same mistakes. Imagine you're a sailor navigating through the ocean. Each storm, each rocky shore, each wrong turn, those experiences don't hold you back. They teach you. They help you navigate better next time. Forgiveness allows you to let go of the anger, but memory ensures you never walk into the same storm twice. It's about learning, adapting, and growing stronger. So ask yourself, are you carrying a grudge that's only weighing you down? Are you letting the past define your present? Maybe it's time to release it. Not for them but for you. Because your energy, your peace, your life are far too valuable to be wasted on resentment. So forgive. But don't forget. Remember the lesson, not the pain. Move forward, lighter, stronger, and completely unshaken. 3. Emotional stability. You're stuck in traffic. A driver cuts you off, nearly hitting your car. Your heart pounds. Your hands grip the wheel. Anger rises. Your instinct is to react, to honk, to shout, to let them know they've wronged you. But then you pause. You take a deep breath. And you let it go. Not because you're weak, not because you don't care, but because you understand something deeper. You control your emotions, not the other way around. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." That's emotional stability. The ability to remain calm no matter the chaos around you. The ability to choose your response instead of letting the world dictate how you feel. Think about a storm. The wind howls. The rain pours. The waves crash violently. But deep beneath the ocean's surface, everything is still. That's the level of control you should strive for, calm, steady, unshaken. Because emotional stability isn't about ignoring your feelings. It's about mastering them. It's about refusing to give away your peace to people and situations that don't deserve it. The next time someone tries to provoke you, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this reaction helping me or hurting me? Most of the time the answer is no. Most of the time, silence is more powerful than an argument. Most of the time, walking away is the strongest move you can make. So stop letting outside forces pull your emotions in every direction. Stop letting anger, frustration, or stress take control of you. Instead, be the calm in the storm. Be the rock that the waves crash against but never move. Because true power isn't found in fighting every battle. It's found in knowing which battles aren't even worth your time. 4. Setting boundaries. You wake up feeling good. The sun is shining. Your mind is clear. Then your phone buzzes, someone needs a favor. Another message, someone else is upset and wants to unload their frustration on you. By noon your energy is drained. You feel stretched thin, pulled in every direction. And yet you keep saying yes. You keep letting people take from you little by little until there's nothing left. But here's a truth you need to hear. Not everyone deserves access to your time, your energy, or your peace. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. And the quality of your thoughts depends on who and what you allow into your space." Imagine your mind as a garden. Every interaction you have is like planting a seed. Some people bring water and sunlight, helping you grow. Others bring weeds, choking the life out of your peace. If you don't set boundaries, if you don't protect your space, soon that garden is overrun. Setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's self-respect. It's understanding that you have a limited amount of energy each day, and you get to decide where it goes. It's recognizing that you can't be everything to everyone without losing yourself in the process. So the next time someone asks for your time, your attention, your energy, pause. Ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Is this worth my peace? If the answer is no, learn to say no. Not with anger, not with guilt, but with quiet confidence. Because protecting your peace isn't about building walls to shut people out. It's about choosing who gets a key to your space. And when you set boundaries, you're not pushing people away, you're making room for what truly matters. 5. Energy intelligence. You wake up with a full battery. A fresh start. A new day. But by the afternoon you feel drained. Not because you worked too hard, but because you gave your energy away, to meaningless arguments, to people who only take, to problems that weren't even yours to solve. You feel exhausted, not from action, but from distraction. But here's the truth. Your energy is your most valuable resource. And just like money, if you don't manage it wisely, you'll always feel like you don't have enough. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If you are disturbed by something external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your judgment of it." In other words, you don't lose energy because of what happens. You lose energy because of how you respond. And most people respond without thinking. Think of your energy like a bank account. Every interaction is a transaction. Some people and activities deposit into your account, making you feel stronger, sharper, more alive. Others withdraw, leaving you tired, anxious, and depleted. If you're not careful, you'll go bankrupt, spending your energy on things that don't serve you. So how do you protect it? By choosing where to invest. By recognizing that not every battle is worth fighting, Not every comment is worth responding to, and not every person deserves your attention. The next time you feel drained, ask yourself, did I spend my energy wisely today? Did I invest it in things that actually matter? Because the truth is, life isn't about managing time. It's about managing energy. And when you learn to control where yours goes, you'll stop feeling exhausted and start feeling unstoppable. 6. Focusing on goals. You have a goal, a vision, something you're working toward. But as soon as you take a step forward, distractions appear. Doubters, critics, people who tell you it's impossible, situations that pull your attention away. You start feeling stuck, like you're running in place, expending energy but going nowhere. But here's the truth, what you focus on grows. And what you allow to distract you controls you. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Your goal is your North Star. It doesn't change because of obstacles. It doesn't dim because someone doubts you. The only thing that changes is whether you keep moving toward it or let yourself be pulled away. Imagine a ship sailing across the ocean. Waves crash against it. Storms try to throw it off course. But the captain doesn't argue with the waves. He doesn't waste time shouting at the storm. He adjusts the sails, stays focused, and keeps moving forward. That's how you should approach your goals. People will doubt you. Some will criticize. Others will try to pull you into their drama. But the moment you engage, the moment you waste time explaining yourself, proving yourself, defending yourself, you stop moving. The next time you feel distracted, ask yourself, does this serve my goal? Is this helping me move forward? If not, let it go. Don't waste energy on things that don't align with your vision. Because the truth is, success isn't about speed. It's about direction. Keep your eyes on where you're going. Adjust when needed. Ignore the noise. And step by step, you'll get exactly where you're meant to be. 7. Seeking support. You are strong. You've handled challenges before. You've carried your burdens, fought your battles, and kept moving forward. But some days the weight feels heavier. Some days, no matter how disciplined you are, no matter how much mental toughness you've built, you need support. And here's the truth, seeking support isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, ruled over Rome, led armies, and carried the weight of an empire. But even he didn't do it alone. He surrounded himself with wise advisors, learned from great teachers, and leaned on those he trusted. He understood that strength isn't about carrying everything by yourself. It's about knowing when to seek guidance. Imagine climbing a mountain. You're strong, determined, focused. But the higher you go, the thinner the air gets, the steeper the path becomes. Alone, you might slow down, struggle, even risk falling. But with the right people beside you, guiding you, supporting you, you climb higher, faster, and with greater certainty. Life is no different. There will be moments when you feel lost. Times when negativity surrounds you. People who drain you, challenges that seem too big. And in those moments, seeking support isn't about admitting defeat. It's about choosing to rise. So ask yourself, who in your life strengthens you? Who challenges you to be better? Who helps you see clearly when emotions cloud your vision? Surround yourself with those people. And just as importantly, be that person for someone else. Because the strongest individuals aren't the ones who walk alone. They're the ones who walk together, lifting each other higher, step by step, towards something greater. 8. Controlling negative self-talk. You wouldn't let a stranger walk into your home and insult you. You wouldn't stand there listening, allowing them to tear you down. So why do you let your own mind do it? Why do you allow negative self-talk to live rent-free in your head, shaping your confidence, controlling your emotions, and limiting your potential? The Stoics understood something crucial. Your thoughts create your reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." In other words, the words you speak to yourself shape the life you experience. Think about this. If a friend came to you full of doubt, full of fear, telling you they weren't good enough, wouldn't you remind them of their strength? Wouldn't you challenge those thoughts? Then why don't you do the same for yourself? Negative self-talk is like an echo in a canyon. It repeats and amplifies until it feels impossible to escape. But you can break the cycle. The next time you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough, I always fail," or "I'll never be successful," pause. Question it. Ask yourself, is this true? Or is it just fear speaking? A Stoic does not allow emotions to dictate their actions. They observe their thoughts, challenge them, and replace them with logic. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try, "I haven't mastered this yet." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "Every setback is a lesson." Because your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. The choice is yours. Speak to yourself with the same wisdom, patience, and encouragement that you would give a close friend. Master your thoughts and you master your life. 9. Avoiding unnecessary arguments. You hear a comment that rubs you the wrong way. Maybe it's someone at work, a friend, or even a stranger online. You feel the urge to respond, to correct them, to prove your point. But ask yourself, is this worth your energy? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You always have the option of having no opinion." In other words, not every battle is worth fighting. Not every disagreement requires your participation. Think of an argument like a fire. When someone throws negativity your way, they're handing you a match. You have two choices. You can light the fire, feeding the conflict, or you can drop the match and walk away. The moment you stop engaging, the fire dies. The truth is, most arguments aren't about truth. They're about ego. People argue not to understand, but to win. And when emotions take over, logic disappears. You might win the argument, but at what cost? Frustration? Stress? Wasted time? A Stoic chooses peace over proving a point. They ask themselves, will this matter in a day? A week? A year? If the answer is no, they move on. They understand that silence is often the most powerful response. This doesn't mean you should never stand up for yourself. But it does mean you should choose your battles wisely. Engage only when it's necessary, when it aligns with your values, when it serves a purpose. Everything else? Let it go. Because real strength isn't about winning every argument. It's about knowing which arguments aren't even worth having. 10. Observing patterns in people's behavior. People reveal who they are not through their words but through their patterns. A friend who always cancels plans. A coworker who takes credit for others' work. A relative who only calls when they need something. These are not isolated incidents. They are patterns. And patterns don't lie. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Judge a man by his actions, not his words." A person can promise change, swear they'll do better, convince you with well-crafted excuses. But their behavior, over time, will always tell the truth. The question is, are you paying attention? Think of it like tracking footprints in the sand. One set of footprints tells you where someone has been. But multiple sets, leading in the same direction, show you where they're going. If someone consistently lies, manipulates, or takes advantage of others, why assume they'll be different with you? The past is often the best predictor of the future. So what do? First, observe without judgment. Don't make excuses for people. Don't tell yourself, maybe this time will be different. Instead, take a step back and ask, what does their behavior show me? Second, act accordingly. If someone's pattern is unhealthy, don't try to fix them. Don't wait for them to change. Simply adjust how much access they have to your life. A Stoic doesn't get trapped in wishful thinking. They see reality for what it is, not what they hope it to be. And when you master this skill, you stop being disappointed by people, because you stop expecting them to be anything other than what they've already shown you. Pay attention. Not to words, but to patterns. Because patterns never lie. 11. Practicing strategic patience. You're in a heated moment. Someone insults you. A situation isn't going your way. Your instinct is to react, to argue, to force a solution, to demand immediate change. But before you act, pause. Breathe. Observe. Ask yourself, does this moment require action or does it require patience? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Time is like a river made up of the events which happen and a violent stream. For as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away and another comes in its place." In other words, most things in life resolve themselves, if you allow them to. Think of patience not as inaction but as strategy. A wise general doesn't rush into battle without understanding the enemy. A skilled chess player doesn't move without thinking 5 steps ahead. You don't need to react to everything immediately. Sometimes, waiting is the most powerful move you can make. A Stoic practices strategic patience, the ability to resist impulse, to let emotions settle, and to act only when the moment is right. Before you respond to conflict, before you make a major decision, before you let frustration dictate your actions, ask yourself, what outcome do I actually want? Will acting now bring me closer to it? Or will waiting give me a better advantage? Most people are controlled by urgency. They demand instant solutions, immediate gratification. But the strongest individuals? They master the art of waiting. They know that time reveals truth, that most conflicts fade, that wisdom comes not from reacting, but from responding with intention. So the next time life tests you, resist the urge to act in the heat of the moment. Let things unfold. Let time do its work. Move when the time is right, not when your emotions tell you to. Because the greatest power isn't found in force, it's found in control. 12. Practicing Amor Fati. Life doesn't always go the way you planned. You lose opportunities. People betray you. Unexpected challenges appear, forcing you onto a path you never intended to take. In those moments you have two choices: resist and suffer or accept and grow. The Stoics embraced a powerful mindset called Amor Fati, love of fate. Not just accepting what happens but embracing it, welcoming it, even loving it, because every obstacle, every hardship, every twist in your story is shaping you into something greater. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." A Stoic doesn't just endure hardship, they use it as fuel. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "How can this make me stronger?" Instead of fighting the uncontrollable, they align themselves with reality and find power in what is. Think about your own life. The moments you struggled, the setbacks you faced, didn't they teach you something? Didn't they force you to grow in ways comfort never could? What if, instead of resenting your hardships, you welcomed them as necessary steps in your journey? Amor Fati isn't about passivity, it's about transformation. It's the mindset that turns suffering into wisdom, rejection into redirection, adversity into opportunity. The next time life throws you a curveball, don't resist. Don't complain. Lean into it. Ask yourself, how is this happening for me, not to me? Because the truth is, life isn't meant to go according to plan. It's meant to challenge you, mold you, break you down, and build you up. Your only job is to embrace it all, not just the good but the struggle, the loss, the uncertainty. Love your fate because it is shaping you into exactly who you're meant to be. Life will always test you. People will disappoint you. Obstacles will appear. Negativity will try to pull you off course. But now you have the tools. You know how to stay grounded, unshaken, in control, because you've learned the wisdom of the Stoics. You understand that self-awareness protects your emotions, that forgiveness frees you but memory guides you, that your energy is valuable, your boundaries are necessary, and your focus is everything. You now see that patience is strength, arguments are often meaningless, and people's patterns never lie. And above all, you know that every challenge, every setback, every difficulty is not happening to you, it's happening for you. So the next time life throws you into the fire, don't resist it. Become the fire. Take every hardship and use it as fuel to grow stronger, sharper, wiser. Because your peace, your mind, your life, it belongs to you and no one else. If this resonated with you, take a moment. Let it sink in. And if you're ready to keep building this mindset, if you're ready to take full control of your life, hit subscribe. Because this is just the beginning. Stay strong. Stay stoic. And I'll see you in the next one.